Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? I want to talk a little bit about a an offer making y'all here. I got their sales copy here. It's basically a community that my mentors have just recently rolled out, and I just printed off their sales copy just to highlight a few things on it to let you all know about it. But they talk about breaking the third wall because so many times uh, mentors and etc. will tell you what's happened, what they've already done. Is like ta-da, But what they're doing here with this community in accessibility is kind of real-time stuff as they're rolling things out, as they're thinking thoughts that are kind of brainstorming, just kind of putting it all together. So to do that, so that's what they're doing. So the ins and outs of how they exactly done what they've done success-wise the last couple of years, and how the scalability of what they've achieved. So it's rather impressive, very impressive. Um, they've been able to leverage viral content with low views. I mean, nothing's went viral, but into 1,200 plus days for almost 600 days now in a row. So it just, things like that. So it's not about all the views, the hits, the likes, all that stuff. It's just about creating, rabid buyers. And here's a cool thing. The conversational code they've used to process over 2,000 payments with less than 12 phone calls, which means they're not spending a lot of time on Zoom calls, three-way calls, exploratory calls, just any kind of calls to seek out stuff. So it's just by the time a associate's ready to buy, it's just send over a simple Google Doc. Where is the payment, submitted, and go from there. So just that kind of stuff. And the cool thing too is it's not about learning how to sell their thing, because most people in the community sell their own thing. They don't even sell this thing. So that's the cool thing too. So it's any platform, and actually that's kind of what they did. Is this community is built in Skool, Skool. So if you're familiar with that, that's a different platform. It's kind of like Kajabi and some of those other ones where lessons and training modules would be housed. So it's not a Facebook item. It's its own separate entity, but it's a very active, dynamic a platform. In this community it is, because the cool thing is, as you interact and earn points, you unlock more levels of training. So the more you're involved in the community, the more stuff you have access to. So that's the cool thing about it. So that's the other thing. It's a case study. Is what they're wanting to do. Is their principles, their techniques are timeless. It's not about what platform is hot. Just like Threads has kind of came and went, or kind of fizzled to an extent. I'm sure there's a few people doing well, but it's not the hype or whatever, and stuff. So, those kind of things. And, and that goes back to what old Gary Vee always said. It doesn't matter what the platform is. Learn the skills, adapt it to the platform. And that's the same thing my mentors have done here. Flate, they're showing these skills are transferable to other platforms. So like I said, they're doing Skool, and so they're just showing in this community, on this, basically it's a subscription based community. So you just pay a monthly fee and get access to all this stuff. And so they're pulling back the curtains and allowing us to see what's going on. This kind of their thought process. And it's a great place if you're new in the affiliate marketing space, online space, or our digital marketing, which is really all the same. If you're new, or essentially the same, similar. If you're new, brand spanking new, I'm relatively green behind the ears, so this is very beneficial for me. Or if you're a seasoned marketer and just want to sharpen your tools or add some more stuff to your quiver, there's room for you here too and stuff. So it's just that proof. So it's just having that rollout, having that ongoing thing. And the cool thing is, they break the business down, because the business they do is very simple. They are more than happy to explain it, because that's the simple part. You know, it's just, you know, it's like Michael Jordan saying, you know, you just take the ball and you jump up real high and stuff it in the rim. So that's simple, you know, but it's that execution, and that's where it really helps. You know, they have that approach for a lean and simple approach to land. You know, that you know, big paydays that everybody wants, you know, and stuff. So they break it down in a way that's digestible, and that's, you know, that's what I'm in the midst of. That's what I'm in the midst of learning. But I definitely want to let you all know about this, you know. And they said, you know, it's kind of cool because you can nail down the front end process, what you're selling. So what you're selling doesn't matter, and then also how you get paid to create your own asset, which is a very cool concept, you know, a very cool thing to wrap my head around, because they can do things, case studies, little workshops, just, you know, things related to what you're doing. Have a little session, and then boom, you got an asset. Boom, you got something as a lead magnet. Boom, you got something that can be potentially sold. Boom, you know, work with a handful of people in a case study or in a little beta test. Boom, you got proof of concept. So there's just so many things that can be utilized, and they go over those things. And I'm, like I said, I'm still wrapping my head around some of this stuff. So if this stuff is already resonating with you, you know, you're going to be further along to me. Some of the stuff I just had to learn to begin with. You know, again, and the cool thing is they're gamifying the process to make it real simple, to make it fun, to make it, you know, a thing to do. You know, and so just going through these levels, up, you know, creating the points, unlocking things. You know, they call it cash curriculums. You know, curriculum. Just unlocking all those areas to do that. You know, and this simple, you know, frameworks for the written forms and video forms, you know, and then looking over their shoulders to watch what they're doing and pick their brains, and then some of the higher level accesses are pretty cool too. So I'm getting there. I'm working my way up, you know, but it's like I said, it's a great entry point for people to want to get into affiliate marketing, that want training, not just training, because I mean training's out there, I mean it's everywhere, but having that community, having that interaction, and being able to, you know, tap into the creators themselves, because they're in the community, they respond, they put in, you know, they put in their 2 cents, they respond to comments and commentary in here and stuff, you know. So it's not like it's some, you know, far off, distant, just a bunch of videos that you're watching and that's it. There's a lot more to it, a lot more interaction to that. So for a pretty simple low monthly price. So if that's of interest to you, let me know. Reach out to me if you got any questions. I do have I put together a brief 10-minute overview video that can to kind of describe some of the other things, or just let you see what it looks like inside the school community. So hit me up for that, and I'll send that to you, and I'd be more than happy to have a discussion with you, and you know, and see if this is something that's fits for you, or something that might be of value to you. So, you know, that's the cool thing. So just see if it's a fit. So have a great day. Stay gritty.